And welcome back to week 6 of the NECC. We got Valpo taking on Carroll University. Valpo heading into this match is 3-0. Going to be taking on Carroll, who is 0-4. So Valpo definitely favored going into this one. Going to be blue in the blue cars for this game. But came off a really strong loss to Illinois State in the Missouri Valley Conference and have been playing their best Rocket League thus far in the year this week so far. So I feel really confident and good going into this game.
I was going to say, watching that game last week, definitely gave Valpo gave them a little bit of that fire, that energy, especially since they are currently undefeated in the NECC. This will be interesting to see if they will continue this streak this game. And we are going to see a slight touch by Master 7, going to barely edge Carroll University's goal, but not going to be able to find it as Oblivix does kind of center it and bringing the ball back to a more neutral position. Jank going for a hit, not going to be able to find it. A good block by Illigen here. And Oblivix in position, but not going to be able to find something himself.
Yeah, a minute in right now, and not too much action. A couple of close shots and opportunities by Valpo, but no goals thus far. And once again, just another close opportunity, but Valpo just not able to capitalize.
I was going to say, it's been a little bit different this game compared to some other ones. We've either seen Valpo or the enemy team the past few broadcasts that they've gotten a goal relatively early, and Oblivix is going to take the words right out of my mouth as we are going to see the first goal of this series be scored by him.
Yeah, and Jank able to set it up nice, and Carroll just not able to get a touch on that ball. So, minute 30 into this one, Valpo gonna strike first in this best-of-5 series. Yeah, I mean, having an incredible NECC season so far, and actually going to have a doubleheader tonight. So starting off with this game, obviously, and then at 9 p.m. Central, taking on Bradley University, who's also undefeated in the NECC right now, and who we previously played in the MVC, and that went to Game 5 overtime, and we ended up losing that one. So that's a team we've played countless times over the past couple of years, and it's always just like such a good game. So really looking forward to that one, and hopefully most previous time we played them was 2 weeks ago in MVC and lost, so hopefully able to get a little revenge comeback. But do have Carroll working on offense here about halfway through the first game now. Valpo able to clear the ball out. We'll have the ball in center. Jank gonna have a shot, not able to get a good shot on it.
Yeah, it's kind of a little unfortunate for Valpo. Oblivix did get boost negated twice, but it's not going to matter as we're going to see that Master Seb and Jank are going to have a really good center by Master Seb, and Jank is just going to be able to tip it in, scoring the second goal of this first series, Valpo versus Carroll.
Yeah, 2:15 left here now. We'll see how this kickoff goes. Valpo with a spectacular kickoff, going to give them a strong advantage right out of the gate here. And a double commit on that hit, so Valpo, but Jank misses that.
And
the demo, okay. Definitely, that advantage definitely gone as Carroll is now able to get a goal for themselves.
Yeah, between XCO and Internet Lad, being able to find the demo and give them the shot that they need in order to get the first goal, making us 2-1, still keeping us a very back and forth game. As we get the kickoff here, we're going to see that it is going to go to the side of Carroll slightly, actually, with just a quick response back to Valpo. Illigen able to hit it. It's a block Master Step shot here.
Not very caster-friendly tags by Carroll University, so
not amazing, but it'll be.
Anyways, Valpo with a minute 30 left, up by 1 goal. But to be honest, definitely, a close game 1, especially considering kind of their records and play so far this season going into this one. So Carroll University definitely stepping up. This is probably a game that they need to win if they want to qualify for playoffs. Assuming they'll probably have to win out if they're not already eliminated. So for them, this is kind of do or die. And they're definitely playing like it. Like, Valpo. Master Seb with another good shot. I feel like Valpo's had a lot of close opportunities where that should have actually gone in, and one of them will fall now. Oblivix finding another goal.
I was going to say, amazing car control by Oblivix here, able to go over and just barely nudge it, finding that corner goal. Oblivix going to be able to give Valpo a little bit more breathing room, as there is around 55 seconds left. Oh, and a decent kickoff. We are going to see that Oblivix is going to get demoed by that. But again, Valpo being able to buy a few precious seconds here. Oblivix being able to save it.
Oblivix with 2 goals now in this game. I believe Jank with the other one, and Jank going to have 2 for himself now as well. And Valpo going to extend this lead and likely close the door on game 1.
Good job on Valpo for getting for kind of maintaining this strong lead. As Henry, you said earlier, Jank and Oblivix kind of leading the goals, but definitely Master Seb's involvement in these is nothing. Just because he hasn't been the one to score the goals themselves does not mean that he hasn't been doing a lot for this team in both repositioning the ball and getting it answers. And Master Seb is going to find his own goal here. As kind of communication between Carroll seems to break down a little bit here, as we're going to see that Master Seb is going to be able to get through all 3 players and find his first goal of this series.
Yeah, I feel like Master Seb too is like way more like high highs, low lows. Not even like low lows, but like Oblivix and Jank just feel like, especially Oblivix, just like very consistent. Like will always give you good games. Where Master Seb like will have games where he can score like 4 or 5 goals, and then have games where he just doesn't get on the board. But Jank gonna have a hat trick now in game 1, so goal score 3 for Jank, 2 for Oblivix, and 1 for Master Seb. But Master Seb, like the game he played against Illinois State, incredible. Like only reason we were like in those games, like he was like the all score leader in like every single one of those games. Had an incredible series. But yeah, Ben having a pretty solid game 1 here. Relatively quiet, I guess.
And this game, I was going to say relatively quiet. This first game is going to go to the side of Valpo here. And again, taking a very quick look at the relative scores, we are going to see that Jake is going to be leading the score all the way up with a 600. The next closest player being CXO with just under 500.
CXO. I was thinking JC.
JC? We'll go with JC.
But yeah, anyways, phenomenal hat trick by Jank there. Valpo, you know, for a majority of that game, was a very close game and really, really like pulled away significantly at the end there. But really strong game for Valpo, and we'll look to keep that up as we proceed further along in the set. Valpo, you know, heavy favorites going to this one, but Carroll so far showing that they came here to play. Excuse me.
And we're going to be right back here with Game 2 of the Best of 5 series of Valpo versus Carroll. We're going to see that the kickoff is going to go slightly by the way of Carroll, but Valpo immediately able to start taking control of this ball here. And we're going to be seeing that. We're going to see Massive trying to clear it out towards the center. Going to actually give a decent shot towards Internet here. And with the potential shot on goal, Jank is going to have to block this. And he is going to find this relatively successful here. Masterson going to be out of boost, but is going to clear it towards the center. Oblivix is going to tap it up, and just barely not going to be able to find that goal there. We are going to see, though, that Jank is going to come in, though. Got to be careful, as he does have around a third of boost left. And this will give Carroll right now the opportunity to go on offense for a quick second here, slowing down the trajectory of the ball, but not going to be able to find anything just quite yet. Valpo needing to clear it if they don't want to prevent a goal from being scored here.
Ooh, a nice shot by Master Seb. Going to be able to find the back of the net. Minute in here, Valpo strikes first again.
Amazing.
We're in a bit of 3v1 scenario there, as 2 players from Carroll kind of got caught back there on attack. So Valpo able to strike first, like I said. Oh,
And Jank keeping us on the edge of our seats here. As the ball looked like it was about to go in, but Jank with the perfect save here. And Valpo just continuing to keep up this pressure. The amount of, even though it's only been a minute and change, it feels like that Valpo's had a pretty significant control of this ball possession here, or at the very least keeping it on Carroll University's half of the court. University of is going to try to do some tricks here, but Master Seb is going to be able to see right through those and hit it with the assist from Jank right here.
and this was kind of what I was trying to allude to, without being too disrespectful to Master Seb. Is like he has games where he just absolutely takes over, and able to find 2 early ones in this game.
Valpo now with a strong lead, a minute and a half into the second game of this best-of-5 series. Valpo kind of can afford right now to play it a little bit slower because running down the clock is not necessarily a bad move. Obviously, want to keep trying to get goals, but there's nothing wrong with playing the game just a little bit slower because for every second that passes is less opportunity for Carroll to score and get back in.
Yeah, like I said, man, like hat trick for Master Seb. Less than 2 minutes in the game too. I mean,
Master Seb must have heard us in the booth and is deciding to show us
got
that.
a new goal splash.
I was gonna say I do have to like the does it say Denali in the center? We'll have to have him score another goal for us to see it.
Yeah, he's
fully.
gonna have to score another one. I missed it. I know it's new though, because I don't recognize it.
Master Step is going to get demoed here. The ball is going to stay in kind of Carroll's side here. Giving Carroll at least the opportunity to maybe look towards getting it out. Jank going to try to hit it. Not going to be able to find much here. Valpo needing to be careful as it does look like that at least I think 2 members of Valpo are without boost. But Oblivix is just going to hit it and show everyone the power of Valpo is not to be undeterred, and I don't think Carroll was expecting that as all. That ball is going to find its way in. And I think Oblivix also does have a new goal-scoring splash, too.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Well, we are going to see the save and the demo come out from Master Seb here. Iligen trying to find something trying to find a goal here, but not going to be able to do too much. Jank going to get in there and continue to keep Valpo's ball percentage of owning that ball relatively high. Oblivix and Jank going to get the boost here. JC trying to find something and not going to be fully able to.
It's left here. Valpo up 4-0, looking for more now. With a nice clear, going to be on the attack. Valpo able to pick up that boost. Will have a member behind Jank with a nice save. Lad able to pass it back. Carroll goes for a double commit. This could be an attack for Valpo here, and that will actually be a goal.
And
get another chance to see the goal splash.
Here we go. We're gonna have to see what it says. Master Seb hearing us. Diavoli.
That means?
No, I don't. Do you? Okay.
I think it's like Spanish or French. I have no clue.
I was like maybe it's a
English?
Rocket League player. I don't like
Maybe. We'll have to check up on that.
We'll do some research and get back to you, Valpo fans. But it does look like that Valpo is going to have a really, obviously, an extremely strong lead here, 5-0, with just around 65 seconds left in this game. Carroll's going to have to choose what they want to do real fast if they're going to want to get themselves back in for this game.
Jank already has 500 points and just scored his first goal. It must be having a monster game. Has 3 saves and assists. But yeah, their points are definitely going to be up there. I don't think I have seen anyone eclipse 1,000 in a very long time. But Master Seb's going to have a chance, especially if he can get it.
We'll see here. Iligen is going to look to try to score a goal here, but Jank is going to be there in order to assist. JC trying to find something as well, but all members of Valpo ready for that defense. Ball moving in a little bit slow, but we are going to see that the first goal of the second game go to the side of Carroll, specifically with an assist for Internet and Iligen kind of hanging it in, being able to just Oblivix just barely not having enough of a position to get that ball out of the goal.
Big for Carroll to get on the board there, just to, you know, keep themselves mentally in it. And, oh, almost another one, but Jank with his 5th save of the game now. Having a heck of a, just doing a great job on the defensive end.
Putting Jank on the defense, definitely showing his strength as Oblivix is going to be able to hit it kind of centered out from the goal. Master Sub going to look for something, but not going to find a good enough shot as the timer does count down here. This is going to be
another goal for Carroll. So building a little bit of momentum heading into Game 3. I mean, definitely not going to change the outcome of Game 2, but definitely going to help them, you know, feel a bit better heading into Game 3.
Kind of help Carroll reset that mental a tiny bit as the last few seconds of this second game are going to go. Jank going to be looking to get something. This player's keeping this ball going for the rest of this game here, but Valpo is going to take Game 2 6-2.
No way. Actually have Jank leading the way for Valpo, 647 points. Had a goal and just a crazy amount of saves. And Master Seb, the cherry picker, having 4 goals, but, you know, not leading the way in the terms of score. And then for the side of Carroll, how did you say that? Illusion.
Illusion.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, going to be leading the way for Carroll with a goal, 344 score. 5 shots as well. So Carroll actually having more shots than Valpo in this game. It's just Valpo had a stellar defense, mostly off of the back of Jank there, and just an all-around team effort on the defensive end. You know, balls from actually ending up in the net. They'll be heading into Game 3 in a little bit here. What do you think Carroll needs to do to switch up in Game 3?
Well, I was going to say, hearing you speak a lot about it, you were saying that a lot of, I believe, what Carroll needs to do better is just having better communication on who is going for that ball and what time they're going for it. There was a lot of times where there were double commits or where there was instances where 2 members would go, and Valpo was able to immediately punish as soon as those events were happening, was able to find a lot of their goals then. So,
yeah, the kind of the reason I point out the double commits is because it's like a very like critical moment and mistake from like a team, and like it generally leads to a goal or some sort of like offensive attack. So when you see like 2 people going for the ball at once, it just messes up the whole rotation. And like you said, that like typically stems from just a lack of communication. We'll see Carroll with another shot there. 30 seconds into this one, and Carroll going to be on the offensive, not able to find the flip reset, and without boost, not able to get a true shot off. Master Seb going to put one up. Oh, and I think that might have been going in, but Jank tries to get a touch on it to change the trajectory and goes a bit high.
but I was going to, in addition to what you were saying earlier, as we're kind of watching this third game, it's something that we've noticed. It's been a really big strong point between the members of the Valpo Varsity Rocket League team, has been that these players have been playing together for such a long time that sometimes words don't even need to be spoken, but just understanding the position and having that, we say it a lot, but having that trust in between, and Oblivix going to show that trust is being placed in good teams, as Jank with an assist, and Oblivix is going to score this first goal of this third game in this best of 5 series versus Carroll here.
Yeah, I do notice as far as cosmetic switch-ups, Oblivix did switch his car. He's got kind of that like graphic-y fade going on the hood of his car there. I kind of like the new kit he's got.
It does look really clean.
I think the boost is different too. Yeah, so I mean, if he changed all that, you know, his goal splash definitely could have changed as well. I kind of want to see the Lightning McQueen again. I remember Master Seb, there was a game he played as Lightning McQueen.
I'm always surprised by all the various variety of skins
Yeah,
for the car.
they even got a Cybertruck in the game now. But Master Seb able to find a goal 2 minutes into this one and 2 goals for Valpo.
A quick kind of question. I don't know. Like I see that people have different car types. How much does the car type affect that person's like play style?
A ton. So there's 2 kind of main cars, the Fennec and Octane. So you're looking at an Octane now. And how that actually affects the cars is their hitbox. So they all have the same speed, same everything. The only difference is their hitbox. And the Fennec and the Octane have a very favorable hitbox. So this is the Fennec you're looking at now that Oblivix uses. But it's all about like how when you hit the nose of your car or when you hit the corner, like it all like affects the trajectory of where the ball is being sent, which is why you always see like generally like the same 2 to 3 cars.
Interesting. Again, I'm not too much of a Rocket League player, but
Actually, this is the Fennec, the internet lad and JC Oblivix. He's doing something else. I'm not sure what he's. I do believe there was like a recent update though to like conglomerate a lot of the hitboxes to make them similar.
Okay.
Because there were a lot of like really wacky ones. Because I mean, like I've said, they've got like Lightning McQueen, monster trucks, like they've got everything, and they all have like. There's some that can be really goofy.
So just kind of standardizing them to make it better.
Yeah. So like there's kind of a few traditional like competitive used cars. But now I think about it, I would kind of like to see maybe a switch up for one of these games at some point. Probably not for our next game against Bradley is not a good time to do it. But if you could switch them in between games, maybe mess around with Lightning McQueen in game 3. But anyways, Valpo up 3-1 in game 3 here. And Carroll keeping this one close. So Valpo definitely got to stay on their toes here and keep playing well to make sure they can close this one out, secure the win.
We're going to see that Master Step is going to immediately bring it back towards the side of Carroll here. Again, Valpo showing one of their many strengths of keep shooting at the goal, and eventually there's not going to be anyone left to be able to defend your shot. And Oblivix is going to be able to is going to be able to pincer through and is going to be able to get that goal here. Really good play by him and Master Seb here. And again, just that slight touch, and JC not gonna be able to back up enough in order to clear it, which is gonna kind of be its own goal. And Valpo being up 3 goals at 77 seconds left is gonna prove to be a little hard of a challenge for Carroll to be able to get through.
The flip reset there, not gonna do much with it though. See a demo here, so Valpo going to have an opportunity. Master Seb not able to get the flip reset, but will be passed back to Oblivix, able to put it away.
I believe that this is now an Oblivix hat trick in this game. I think this is his 3rd goal.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it'll show us the next time it's on Oblivix as well too. But I mean, a lot of goals being around. I mean, we had Jank in game 1, Master in game 2, and now Oblivix in game 3. Yep, was a hat trick. So.
Giving all 3 of these members time. Giving all 3 of these members time to shine. We are going to see we're going to see that it is a double demo here. Valpo needing to play this. Valpo's solo surviving member needing to play it safe for a few seconds here. As Carroll is unable to find something with the double demo here. Ball nearly going to go in, shot slightly wide. Oblivix not going to have a lot of boost here, but going to dribble it, going to take that side boost. Illusion going to grab his own corner, or their own corners.
10 seconds left here. See what Valpo decides to do here with 5 seconds left. Able to almost cleared out. Shot by Carroll, and that's actually going to go in. So JC with both goals in this game in Game 3.
I was gonna say, as this kind of final, as this final game for Valpo versus Carroll, this series kind of comes to a close. Valpo really, I think, taking a few things that didn't work well from their game against Illinois State or the other day, and working to make sure that those have been addressed. As we can see, that Valpo will take a clear 3-0 in this best of 5 series.
Yeah, so Blivic's leading the way with a hat trick in that game, 569 score there. But make sure you guys tune in because Valpo Rocket League 4-0 now, going to be taking on Bradley University, who is also 4-0 in the NECC. So really exciting game happening in about a half hour. So make sure you guys stick around for that. But it's been a pleasure. My name is Henry, Speedy Kill Ninja.
And I'm Adam Monsieur, and thank you guys again for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in just around 30 minutes for the final game that we have this series, and go Beacons.